This is Dow Houston, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My videos address how to change your circumstances in life, whether they be financial, personal, social, or just life in general. I know there are hundreds, if not thousands, of similar sites. With that said, for better or worse, I just see the world differently than others, and I can tell you without any hesitancy that you will find thoughts, strategies, and ideas here you won't find anywhere else. It is my sincere hope you will find the content interesting and enjoyable. Thank you. Hey guys, Dow here this morning. Hey, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I haven't posted a video in about a week. Real quick, last week I had a birthday, and though the hot weather necessarily isn't coming to a conclusion, summer is what I could call summer. The kids are getting ready to go back to school. In fact, my kids start school tomorrow. My wife, as an instructor, started school Monday. Anyway, I have been a touch melancholy. I wouldn't say depressed, no, by no means, but just melancholy. Thinking about what a weird time we are living in. Clearly the oddest summer I ever had. In the past 15 years, we've always taken trips. Summer's been that time of fun. And it just, we tried to make the best of it and have done a pretty good job. And in fact, there's been some really amazing aspects of it. But anyway, feeling a touch melancholy. And I couldn't quite articulate exactly what I was thinking. And I think I have this morning. We'll see if I can do this or not. Looking back, as I look back and realize that I've got more birthdays behind me than I do in front of me, or probably. Now, hey, you're going to have to make some pretty strong advancements in technology for it to be otherwise. But I think of how much time I've wasted and how much time the majority of humans waste waiting to live their life. It may be, I don't have enough money yet to live that life. I don't have the social status to live that life. I don't have the educational level to live that life. I don't want to be excluded from my group. My group that I associate with thinks this way, and I would like to do some other things, but I know that they would frown upon it. And I think about the years, not just years, but decades, that I was waiting for some okay from somebody. Myself, my spouse, society, my colleagues. Somebody to just say, oh, here's what you do. And there is none. But the cool thing is, you say, well, there is none. I never get the okay. The okay is in your own mind. You control it. You can say at any given time, okay, I no longer accept this. And these beliefs that we've got, these limiting beliefs, they aren't written anywhere. They aren't laws that if you violate them, you'll go to prison, that you'll be sent to a faraway island to live on your own. They are only beliefs you have in your mind. And so when you think about these limiting beliefs, you first got to accept that you've got these limiting beliefs. A lot of people say, oh no, I don't have these limiting beliefs. They are true limiting beliefs. Society says, I can't do this, I can't do that, and hence I can't. Bullshit. There's nothing written down that you can't do most of the stuff you want to do. The only person telling you that, ultimately, the only decision maker is you. And, you know, I read stuff like that. I heard stuff like that when I was a young man, and I didn't believe it. I still held on to this. When I get enough money, when I get enough social status, when I get some okay from something. I don't even know, half the time, I didn't even know what I was looking for that said it is okay to live your life on your terms. You think about it. What are you really waiting for? A word from God? A word from your friends? A word from your spouse? It isn't going to happen. The only word is going to come from you when you've had enough, if you ever have enough. And here's the thing, most people never have enough, or they may have enough. It may drive them to drink, to take drugs, to be pessimistic, to be bitter, but not to shove them over the edge to say, I've had enough. And I'm going to live my life on my terms. Now, that doesn't mean you go out and run naked down the public road. It doesn't mean you hit somebody in the head and take their money. Now, that's not the kind of rule breaking I'm talking about. But just on how you live your life. And it is so important, because life does go so fast, so incredibly fast. You wake up you go to bed one day. I joke, I went to bed and I was 27, 28. It's kind of when my life started again for me, when I went to college and law school and life began to really open up. And I woke up and I was somewhere north of 39 years old, okay? I'm not gonna go into that. But it goes so fast. And I think of all the time I wasted. My parents are now in the nursing home, they're in their 90s. And I look at them, and maybe not my mom so much, but my dad, and so many were, I know he was waiting for some click, some signal from wherever that he could live his life. And it never came. It never came. And I think of how much time he lost. Now, I'm not talking about taking time away from your family. That's not what I'm talking about. But how you live your life day to day to day. And it's amazing. But the cool thing again is, it is you and you alone that control it. And when you make that decision, if you make that decision first, if you make that decision, and when you make that decision, you don't have to check with anyone else. It's your decision. You control it. At any given time, you can flip it when you've had enough and say, I get it. You've got to be open, though, to understand it. You just can't say, no, this is the way the world is. This is the way the world is. Because if you believe that, you are never open to understanding that there's a whole world out there. There's a whole you out there that hasn't been discovered, that hasn't lived its life. And so the first thing is, you got to realize that these weird limiting beliefs are just that. They're just weird and they're limiting. You created them, your friends created them, your family created them, society creates them. You don't have to live by them. You just say, no, I've had enough. I'm not going to do that. Guys, I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you later.